Well, Kawhi Leonard, who has given us such classic hits in the past media days as he is a fun guy.
I'm a fun guy. Obviously, I love the game of basketball.
Has taken center stage amid the swirling controversies involving him and team owner Steve Ballmer's alleged salary cap circumvention scheme. Kawhi took the podium yesterday and faced the press at Clippers Media Day to let us all know that this is nothing new for him.
My name might pop up, but it is what it is. I've been through times like this before.
But first, some backstory on all of this if perhaps you guys have been living under a rock or in a cave somewhere for the last couple of months. This is all stemming from Steve Ballmer's and Leonard's involvement with a company called Aspiration and the company's sponsorship of the Clippers in 2021 to the tune of $330 million.
And then they offered us an unbelievable sum of money, $330 million. That by itself, one of the biggest sponsorship deals ever done.
Now, this was coincidentally the same year Steve Ballmer invested $50 million into the company.
This makes sense to support them, to support us. We made an investment in the company.
And that investment, by the way, made Ballmer a minority owner of the company. And in this report, which was originally authored by Pablo Torre, it asserts that Aspiration allegedly paid Kawhi Leonard $28 million to do absolutely nothing, while also bestowing $20 million worth of company stock options upon him, totaling $48 million in all, or just $2 million shy of Ballmer's payout to the company. But according to Ballmer, who did not do himself any favors when he submitted to a voluntary interview with ESPN to discuss this controversy a few weeks ago, he didn't know anything about this deal with Kawhi.
I don't know anything about the court documents on this. I haven't seen them and I don't know. I'm not trying to be, I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, spoiler alert, this interview did not go well for Steve-O.
These were guys who committed fraud. How would I be able? Look, they conned me.
Yes, sure. He didn't smell anything suspicious with this company and was in fact himself a victim.
Look, they conned me.
Steve, who is of course not merely the owner of the Clippers, but the former CEO of Microsoft, who is rocking a purported net worth of $155 billion, just got taken here.
Look, they conned me.
Yep, nothing to see here. Just chalk this up to an embarrassing learning moment for Ballmer.
Should I have sniffed it out? Maybe. I feel embarrassed and kind of silly that I didn't sniff it out, but I didn't.
But not to worry, he and Kawhi's representation have this all locked down now. Nothing to see here. Certainly no wrongdoing by either party.
They know the rules. They, meaning Kawhi and his representatives, including his uncle. We know the rules. And if anything's not clear, we remind ourselves what the rules are. And we make absolutely clear we're going to abide by those rules. And they understand them as well. And it's important for them to abide by them, which they have.
And in case you are wondering, that last clip was not edited or doctored with AI in any way. Is anyone falling for this outright grift being run by one of the richest men in the entire world? As for Kawhi and what level of involvement he might have had, well, Steve Ballmer would say the quiet part out loud in his admission that Leonard simply doesn't talk much.
I don't know. I think because he is, relatively doesn't speak much, I think there's a lot of mystery around Kawhi.
But again, Kawhi, being the fun guy that he is,
I'm a fun guy.
took the podium the other day, and it was his turn to answer some questions. First and foremost, he wanted to make it clear that he doesn't do conspiracy theories.
Like I said, I don't deal with the conspiracies or the clickbait analyst or journalism that's going on.
Clickbait analysis is rich as hell, Kawhi. For a guy who took nearly $50 million to do absolutely nothing, but he was willing to go on record with this strong denial.
Or did you
I
do
don't
things
think
for them?
it's accurate, but it's old. This is all new to you guys. The company went bankrupt a while ago, so we already knew this was going to happen. So
We also learned that Kawhi allegedly did not get the total amount of the money he was contracted for, though he isn't exactly certain how short he was.
I'm not sure. I got to look back at the books, but no, it's more than that for sure.
In fact, Kawhi wasn't very certain of anything, including how much money he was actually paid.
No, it was like 2, 3, 4 years ago.
Look, this whole thing stinks to high heavens, and the NBA is officially investigating it at this time. And I will say this: if there is actually fire accompanying this copious amount of smoke, the penalties could be extreme. Really, nothing would surprise me at this point from the league. This could rise above the level of traditional penalties like losing draft picks, fines, etc. Bear in mind how Steve Ballmer came to own the Clippers in the first place, when at the time, relatively new and fresh-faced Commissioner Adam Silver seized control of the organization from Donald Sterling, suspended him
for life,
and forced a fire sale, resulting in Ballmer purchasing the team at the time for $2 billion, which was a record for an NBA franchise. That, of course, all stemming from the fallout of a secret tape-recorded conversation between Donald Sterling and V. Stiviano. And who is V. Stiviano, you might be wondering?
I'm Mr. Sterling's right-hand arm man. I'm Mr. Sterling everything. I'm his confidant, his best friend, his silly rabbit.
His what?
His silly rabbit.
His silly rabbit?
Yes.
Is that what he calls you?
No.
Only in LA. And now we have another insane story shaping up here with Ballmer, Kawhi, and Aspiration. And this is a story that promises to stick around as we enter this pending 2025-2026 regular season, which, guys, again, is just around the corner. So please do make sure you are subscribed with notifications turned on to stay up to date with me. And if you did enjoy this video, perhaps you will also enjoy my in-depth piece on the latest steroid allegations surrounding the Longevity King. For more on that, you can check this video out right now. Until next time, guys.